6,200 pounds. This is a 2-slide bunkhouse CrossRoads Sunset Trail with outside kitchen, private rear bunk slide here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And overall, it's okay. Now what we're looking at here, the slide's closed currently, both of them by the way, but what we're looking at is a classic, what's called sofa galley slide. Galley being a more marine phrase, meaning kitchen. You know, when you put it on the water, it becomes a galley. When it's in an RV, it becomes a kitchen. But what's cool about this, if you notice, like, that's the side of the refrigerator. This is the start of the slide. That's the exterior wall of the slide out. It's only about 18 inches deep. So what that means is that with the slides fully retracted, we can easily navigate this RV, and it's really similar in a lot of ways to a lot of floor plan designs you see used in the motorized industry for the same reason: travel, navigability, and accessibility. So you need to get back to the bunks, to the bathroom, to the kitchen, to the bedroom, to the anything, well, you can. And before, when we first got this thing all started, I said this thing is okay, and I said it kind of like that. I think that's a fitting descriptor. There's nothing I see that is like, oh man, there's really a big problem over here you need to know about. But it's also not in like, holy crap, this is in flawless sort of amazing condition. It's okay, you know. I haven't located anywhere there's been like a massive leak or anything like that. I have no reason to believe anything isn't working. The slide worked like a champ and everything. But it needs a good cleaning, and it's been used quite a bit. This was actually at a semi-permanent sort of seasonal site, and at a local facility. We went out to take a look at it, and to put our trade figures together. Since it was a local customer, we thought it'd be nice to actually put our eyeballs on it. So, it's all right. The chassis, the structure, everything's in good shape. I don't really see any serious concerns. Like I said, it really needs a good cleaning. There's a couple little spots too where really high traffic zones. It's not soft flooring, but there's like nearly imperceptible divots here and there, and I'm being ultra critical, because chances are if you'd have just walked in and out of this trailer, you'd have never known anything about it, and it doesn't even show up on camera. But this is who we are at Haylet RV, guys. We go way out of our way to share anything that isn't really in top shape, of which we're aware. I won't pretend that I know everything about everything on every single used RV that comes in, but I know what to look for, and if I see a problem, I will say something. I don't see any major problems here, and I think, frankly, if this thing would have just enjoyed one weekend of good hard elbow grease before it came in on trade, I'd probably feel a little bit different about it. So, what do we have here? Well, at 6,200 pounds, despite having 2 slides, this is insanely lightweight. A big secret to the sauce, though, is that very shallow kitchen slide that I pointed out earlier. This is also a lightweight above-floor slide-out system. What's cool about that, though, is means no carpet whatsoever in the flooring of this thing. Not in the bedroom, not the bathroom, the bunks, nothing. No carpet in here. And we have cabinet ducted heating. So that does potentially mean a little bit of a storage loss, but the way that they did it in here, I'm not really picking that up. Something else a lot of people really do like that is really hard to find is a big door side window and dinette situation like this one. And you get both of them right here. But this is a mega dinette. That's not just a U dinette. That's like a 9-foot long dinette. I haven't hard tape measured this thing, but that's huge. And there's storage all the way below it, and you can fold it down into a sleeper. We do have central air, so, this is a good spring, summer, fall camper. This is not some kind of winter Arctic camper. Even though there's a picture of a polar bear on a sticker by the door, this is not a winter Arctic camper. Bathroom, simple but effective. Does what it needs to. Doesn't pretend to be anything more than it has to be, but that's fine. One of the questions that I like to try to answer with videos like this is like, what or who is Sunset Trail? This is a CrossRoads product, which is a loose cousin to the Keystone family. At the time that this was built, the Keystone Passport was the top-selling lightweight within its class, and this is effectively CrossRoads' attempt to go head-to-head with something like a Passport. Although this one kind of blends some features of either a Passport and or a Coachman Apex. Like, this is really a floor plan match for something like a 300 BHS Apex. Now, we've got good storage in this bunkhouse. If I open all this up, you can see that, you've got great hanging space for the kids. We've got that ladder to get them up here to the upper bunk. And should you choose to, you do have this extra little sort of entertainment headboard combo job up here where you could throw some things. Now, well, you know, like entertainment-wise, and maybe not just throw things in general. Anyway, so this panel down here is currently open for winterizing reasons. The owners have this winterized currently. They hadn't busted it out yet this year. All the lighting and the slides, everything seems to work. It looks like we've got original entertainment features still present, like we've got a CD, DVD stereo. That TV does spin around to face the bedroom. This does have sliding hard enclosed bedroom privacy doors as well. Not like a traditional command center, but, you know, all the switches are in one spot. Although, what's different is the power awning switch is up here, which I thought was a little bit odd. Up here in the bedroom, we're simple but effective, which is what this trailer was always designed to be. Hold on, what am I seeing? Oh, nothing. I saw a shadow, and I wasn't sure if it was a depression or a defect in the floor, if it was just a shadow. It turns out to just be a shadow, but obviously, I'm willing to find out, because, folks, you know, you deserve to know. Now, a lot of times when you see a bed come right up against an entertainment center like this, people go, oh, crap. But the thing is, this is an 80-inch long residential size mattress. And am I wrong, but like as a child of the 80s, if I had a sick day home from elementary school, I laid on a couch that looked exactly like this, I drank Sprite, and I watched Bob Barker on The Price is Right. Does that ring a bell to anybody else? And again, I think the biggest thing that negatively has affected my personal impression of this is just that it needs a good cleaning. I think that if we ran this through our wash and detail bay, if it was nice and shiny, I think that it would feel a lot better to me. And you might be thinking, well, hey, dummy, you know, why didn't you do that, you know, so that your customers have the same impression as you? And the answer is because I'd love to if we had the availability. During the summertime around here at Haylett RV, as one of Michigan's top 5 dealers and single-handedly the largest independent RV dealer in Michigan, meaning non-chain store, we operate at like near full capacity all the time. One of the things that we do on a new RV sale is that we clean everything inside and out at no additional charge, and that eats up a lot of shop time, and unfortunately we just can't always get to the used ones as timely as we would like to. So if you want us to go through and detail it, we can. Obviously I have to compensate people for their time, or frankly, if you're okay with getting a bucket of soapy water and scrubbing her down for half an afternoon, guys, you could save a couple $100 by not having our people do it. And it's not like it's not moldy or anything like that. It's just, it's dingy. You know, it just needs some dust knocked off it. Up on the roof, I can see Max Air vent covers over those roof vents, give us some rainy day airflow. We do have power awning, power corner jacks, and power tongue jacks. So everything on this is push button simple. It does have an enclosed heated belly. It also has wide stance axles, which will be an excellent thing for a trailer this long being towed by a half ton, because it is long. It could be bossy with a conventional short bed half ton. Now you might also notice this thing is just straight flat out hugging the ground. I mean, it is like sucked right down there. One of the things that I noticed is this has adjustable suspension hangers, but they're mounted in the top position right now, meaning the RV is hugging the ground as closely as it possibly can. You could get yourself, it looks like about an extra 1.5 inches of ground clearance by simply having that adjusted up a notch, which, again, if you don't have the know-how or the ability or time or tools or want, we can help you with all that sort of stuff too here. Now there's no ladder on the back of the Sunset Trail here, so I climbed up on a camper next door. And it looks about like I expected. It doesn't look like it's been neglected its whole life. It looks like it's got probably since last summer, since it was clean though. So it's just got a year of normal, dusty, in the air, particulate rain and sort of stuff buildup on it. It just needs a good washing condition and it'd probably be fine up here. What I do notice, if I zoom in here a little bit, if I can manage to hold the camera steady enough, the skylight, the seals around that skylight have been redone. So that really indicates to me that this had been proactively maintained. And similarly, if I look over here, this is the roof vent above the refrigerator. You notice how there's a nice clean white ring around that? It really indicates to me that somebody somewhat recently went up here and proactively checked all the seals to make sure they're in good shape. So even though it might need a cleaning, it doesn't look like it was ever neglected. And that's a really important difference. There's a difference between defective and dirty. Something can be perfectly fine but need to be cleaned. And I think that's what this is. I think it's fine and just needs to be cleaned, not defective or leaking or busted or whatever. Working our way back down to ground level. It looks like this is all prepped and ready for a bumper mounted outside grill, though I have not located one, so it doesn't look like the grill has made it with or is included with this used RV right here. Those things are not terribly hard to get a hold of, however. And the outside kitchenette over here, I was kind of curious as to how they were going to do this. I wondered if it was going to have like a little pull-out cooktop or anything, and it does not. Instead, what you have in here is a pair of just simple plastic totes, which are sort of functioning as drawers, but frankly, those things are really, really handy. We do have a real sink with a drain as compared to what I call the little dump sink or dog dish or whatever there. Decent cabinet space outside too. And the larger outdoor refrigerator means we've got more cold storage for barley pop and bottled water. This RV has set in one spot most of the time. I don't believe it's old enough for the tires to have aged out. What I'm curious about, and I didn't look at sooner, I don't really see any severe weather checking, and these are radials here, so yeah, I mean, overall these tires look pretty. I think these are aftermarket tires. I don't think those are originals. Huh. Overall, the tires actually look pretty good. But like you can see around here, that's not factory sealant. Somebody went down the side of this entire thing anywhere they were curious about or questioning on. This entire front corner strip has been redone. It looks like it has been proactively maintained and reactively cleaned. I think that's pretty much this one in a nutshell right there. So, hope you appreciate the candor. I'm very upfront and in your face about what I think, positive, negative, or otherwise, about an RV. I think that there's a lot of good fun to be had here. Whether you're looking to just have it parked, or frankly, at the lightweight that this thing is at, this could be a heck of a tower and goer. And with the all-power jacks and everything, it's a push-button, simple setup kind of camper. So, give us a call, 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.